ladies and gentlemen, Accent Radio Network proudly presents a program undefiled, unadulterated, pure, and simply the best 4.5 minutes of your Saturday morning ritual. It's the Ernesto Durango Show. We hope that you'll sit back and enjoy. And now, your host, Ernesto Durango.
Michael here for Ernesto, and next week is Christmas. Are you believing that? I tell you what, Christmas for millions of people across the world is a joyous and wonderful time. But for some people, Christmas is really bad. Okay? It is a very depressing, sad, horrendously horrible time. Suicides are always up this time of year. People are going into massive depression this time of year. And for years, I could not relate to that at all. I just could not understand why during the happiest time of the year, people would be so depressed until about 5 years ago. As a matter of fact, exactly 5 years ago this week, when I put my mother in the hospital and saw her go straight downhill until January 15th when she passed away. Since then, I got to tell you, I understand the whole Christmas situation. I truly, truly understand the whole Christmas situation, and I can relate to it. Since then, I just work as hard as I can to get through this time of year, and it's never easy. The year after my mom passed, I loaded up the whole family, spent an outrageous amount of money, and we went to Tennessee for Christmas. We got out of town, we rented this beautiful cabin, and you know something? It didn't help. I mean, it helped a little bit, but it really didn't help. And every year since then, it's just been a difficult time of year for me. And I've now met people who are going through the same thing for a lot of reasons. So what is the answer? How do we handle this? What do we do this time of year to make life a little bit better for us? Some people go to prayer. Some people go to drugs. Some people go on to massive antidepressants and do that. After my mom passed, I'm going to admit to you today, I was on antidepressants for about 6 months. And they helped. They did the job they were supposed to be. I haven't been on them since. But I certainly wouldn't rule it out. And every Christmas, it seems as though I talk to myself about that and say, is that something I need to do this year? And so far, I've not. But I understand people who do. Other things that people do is to go hog wild into Christmas and really try and make it better. Now, I've tried that approach. This year, I put beautiful Christmas display out in the front of the house and did all of that thing. Put up the lights, put up the little electric Santa Claus, did that whole thing. For some people, they can't even bear to do that. And I don't know if it helped me all that much or not, to tell you the honest-to-gosh truth. So, if Christmas is bothering you, here's what I have found that does help me. And I take this from the late Bob Lassiter, who was a talk show host in Tampa, who used to do an amazing Christmas show every year. And one of the things that Bob always ended his show with the fact that Christmases are cumulative. In other words, every Christmas that we've ever had from when we were a kid sticks with us. It's right there inside. And all we need to do is go back. For me, I go back to the Christmas of 1960 when everything went just wonderfully well, when we had all of the family together, when everything was just wonderful. And I got my everything that I wanted that year. And it snowed in Michigan, and it was beautiful. And we had a beautiful Christmas tree. And we had a beautiful Christmas dinner that my mother so lovingly prepared. I really understand being depressed during Christmas time, and I really can relate to what you're talking about. But take some time this holiday season and go back to all of the good Christmases. Go back to all of those wonderful times that you spent. Go back and remember the wonderful times with family, the wonderful times with loved ones who are now no longer with us, and rejoice in that. And I hope that you have an inspiring Christmas this year. I really hope you do. And may the peace of Christmas be with you this year. For Ernesto Durango, I'm Michael Crose.